today's game, Joe's going to be playing the newly released Genestealer Codex, and Greg is going to be playing a combination of his Eldar and Joe's new Eldar. They're going to be doing the 2018 chapter-approved mission, Supplies from Above. There are 4 objectives, and the special stuff of this one is at the start of each battle round, the objectives can move with one of the players controlling them, moving them up to 3 inches. And then the secondary thing is that units with fly can secure it above anyone else. So only Greg's got any flying units. So that slightly is in his advantage. And then there's the usual Slay the Warlord, First Strike, and Linebreaker. Joe can take us right into his new Genestealers, though.
For my Genestealer count, I'm running 3 detachments, a Fortification detachment, a Battalion, and a Vanguard detachment. So I can use all of the new characters they came out with. For my Battalion, I've got a Magus, who knows the Smite, Psychic Stimulus, and Might from Beyond psychic powers. I've got a Primus. Nothing special on him. For my troops, I've got a 5-man Acolyte hybrid squad with 2 heavy rock drills, and then a 10-man Acolyte hybrid squad with a couple of hand flamers and 2 heavy rock saws. I've got a Goliath rock grinder with a clearance incinerator flamer and a cache of demolition charges. And because I had the points, a Cult Lehman Russ with a battle cannon and heavy bolter. For 2 more troop choices, I've got 2 Neophyte hybrid squads, 10 men each. One of them is just pure auto guns, the other has 8 auto guns and 2 mining lasers. For my Vanguard detachment, I've got the Patriarch, who will be my army's warlord, and he's the Shadow Stalker warlord trait, so he is -1 to hit. And I'm also giving him my army's relic, Amulet of the Void Worm. So +1 to saving throws and no overwatch against him. I've got a 10-man Pure Strain Genestealer squad. I've got a squad of the Atlantan Jackals. Each of them has a shotgun and a demolition charge, and the guys are on their bikes to make it easier to be able to paint them. I've got a Wolf Quad with a shotgun and a Atlan Incinerator. To help buff the bikes, I'm taking the Jackal Alphas. For elites, I've got a Kelemorph that is partially painted. And then I've got the Sanctus that I'm spending a command point for Grandsire's gifts, so I can take another relic. And I'm giving him the Sniper Rifle for +2 to his to wound to help buff his attacks against Greg Psychers. I've also got the Nexos, Glamvus, and the Locos, just to flush out more elite choices. So at the beginning of the game, I'm going to have a total of 8 command points.
Did you talk about the drill?
And then for the fortification, I'm just taking the drill, since it's new, and I haven't gotten to run any of the new terrain they've come out with for any of the armies. I'm running my Genestealer count as the Twisted Helix, so +1 strength and +2 to advance rolls for everyone in my army, except for the Genestealers.
And the vehicles.
Yeah.
On to Greg's Eldar army.
Alright, so I'm going to be running a mix of Joe's new Iyanden and my Craftworld. I'll be running them as a Iyanden also. I'm going to be running a Vanguard and a Battalion. But I figured just so there's no confusion, they'll all be a Iyanden. So we'll start off with the Vanguard detachment, which is Joe's. I've got a unit of Wraith Guard with D-Scythe. I've got a unit of Wraith Blades with Ghost Swords. And then I have a... oh, now I forgot the Wave Serpent. And it's got twin shuriken cannons on it. And then a regular shuriken cannon underneath. I've got a Spirit Seer who has the Protect and Jinx psychic power. I've got a the Bone Singer, and he's got the psychic power where he can heal a Wraith Construct D3 or do a Smite. And then Farseer that has the Guide and Executioner power. And then onto my battalion, I have, for my 3 troop choices, 3 5-man squads of Rangers. I have a 5-man squad of Warlocks Skyrunners. One of them has the Witchblade. The others have Singing Spears. They're going to have... where is it? Go with it. Empower, Innervate, and Enhanced Drain on them for their psychic powers. And then I've got a 3-man squad of the regular bikes with just the twin catapults on it. And then my Farseer here is going to be my Warlord. He's got Ambush of Blades, so within 6 inches on 6s. In the fight phase, there'll be units around him will be -1 AP or +1 to their AP. Is basically what it is. And then he's got the Citronome of Iyanden for his relic. And that lets me have Wraith Constructs fight a second time, but then the units suffer a D3 mortal wounds.
I think it doubles their attacks.
It doubles their attacks, yes. And I believe that... so his psychic powers, are Doom and Fortune. And we'll see if I can get some nice combos going with the Eldar against the new Genestealer cults. I don't think there's anything else I forgot in my army, is there?
No. You got a battalion and a Vanguard.
Which is going to give me 9 command points. And I believe that's it.
Yeah. So objectives have been deployed. Joe put this one here.
And the one right over here.
And then on Greg's side of the board, we got this one and that one. And Joe ended up deploying his entire army first, as you can clearly see on the board.
Greg won the roll-off, and Joe spearhead assault and put me on this side of the board. So I put down markers for all of my guys that are in cult ambush. I've got my Acolyte Hybrid 10-man squad, my 10-man Genestealer squad, my Primus, my Kelemorph, and my Patriarch are all doing the setup underground part of it. So everything else has had a marker put down for it. My 5-man Acolyte hybrid squad's inside my Rock Grinder.
So these guys will be deep striking, and then these units
will either at the beginning of my movement phase if I go first, or at the end of Greg's first movement phase. If he goes first, they all get set up.
Yeah, around within 6 inches of a different marker. And then on Greg's side,
I put up everything pretty much in the middle with the exception of the Rangers. I put 1 squad of Rangers in the middle, 1 in the back right crater, and then 1 on top of the plasma. Starting from turn 1, these objectives are going to be able to start moving, and they have the bikes. I wanted everything kind of clumped up so it can move together. I have the D-Scythes and both Wraith characters in the Wave Serpent. And then I have the Wraith Blades over here, deep striking in. So we'll see if I can get up in the Genestealer cult's face.
Yeah, with a Webway Assault.
Yeah.
So Greg spent a command point on that. So now Joe will have turn 1, and Greg has to try to seize.
Alright.
If he wishes to.
I shall. I'll just roll her right over here. I did not seize. I got a 2, in fact.
Oh, it's not great.
No.
So now Joe has to deploy everyone before he can move.
That's right.
Although it's at the beginning of the battle round, the objectives move. So we'd actually do that first. So it's Joe would choose one first, and you roll off. So what objective?
Me. 6.
So that one does not move. So now Greg chooses one.
Let's do this one over here. 5. 5. So that one doesn't move. Joe, you get to pick now.
The other one on my side.
All right.
You can just roll it.
2.
2. A 2. So that one doesn't move.
All right, and the last
one over by me. I'll toss it over there. I got a 6. And he got a 1, so finally got one.
Yep.
And it moves 3 inches, you say?
Yep. Direction of your choice.
All right. Well, then I'm going to move it closer to these.
Yeah, for this mission, the idea is these are airdrops, I guess. So that I don't know why you have control of where they're moving, but it's better than it being random.
At the beginning of my movement phase, I deployed all of my units from Cult Ambush. I deployed my Nexus first, so I could use a Strategic Coordinator ability to move one of my ambush markers, which I moved up to the forwardmost position, and I put my Goliath Rock Grinder down so it could drive up to get range on that squad of Rangers. I deployed everyone else down. I deployed the Nexus behind cover here, so I can try and use them to farm up some command points. Deploy the other 3 characters nearby, since the Locos can protect the Magus if Greg decides to target her. Deployed my Cult Lehman Russ to just move up, since he's got range on basically the entire board. I can just use him to park on objectives. Deployed a squad of Neophytes behind him to take over if he moves off. The other Neophyte squad got deployed and then moved behind the pipeline to be in cover, and then I deployed the squad of Jackals and the Jackal Alphas over here. The Jackals advanced up to try and get out of line of sight of Greg and to get over to that objective. Just move the Alphas up so she can still fire. She'll be at the -1 penalty. And I brought the Sanctus in up here, so he's got sight on most of the board, even if he can't reach it. None of my guys could arrive from Deep Strike till turn 2, so this is everything I have. So at the start of my shooting phase from the Jackal Alphas, I'm going to have her mark Greg's Farseer on the bike, and then she is going to take a shot at her.
Alright.
She doesn't benefit from it herself, does she?
Jackal Alphas. At the start of your shooting phase, select the enemy unit visible to and within 36 inches. Add 1 to hit rolls for friendly cult units that target the enemy unit while they are within 6 inches of the model.
I mean, it sounds like it applies to her.
So,
Yeah, so she can move and hit on 2s.
2 up. Hits. Moving on 4. No.
Alright, and what does the mark do to him?
It was just +1 to people shooting at that marked unit.
Gotcha.
But that was the only person in range. The Sanctus is out of range of the Farseer, so he will just fire at the squad of bikes out front.
Alright.
Hits. Will be with the +2. Will be a regular -1 wound and a mortal wound.
Okay. So 1 mortal wound and then a 5-up save. Nope. So 1 dies.
That's D3 damage, 2 damage.
Yeah, so 1 dies and 1 takes some more.
And then it's just the Rock Grinder and the Lehman Russ for firing. So I'll start off with the Rock Grinder. It will fire its Clearance Incinerator and its Heavy Stubber at the squad of Rangers on top of there. So 2d6 for the Incinerator. 11. Moving on 3s. 8 -1 wounds.
Under the Rangers?
Yeah.
Oop, I got it. So what is it? They're +1 save for being in cover, I think. So it's
Yeah, well, once you're the -1. So they probably have a 5-up.
yeah, they have a 5-up, and that ignores. So basically, it negates the -1. So 5-ups.
Well, I mean, it's +2.
Oh,
They're
is
in
it
cover,
+2?
and then they get +1 for being in cover, right? Camo cloaks or something.
Your opponent must subtract 1 from all range weapons used to target this unit. In addition, add 2 to the saving throw and so on. So they're at 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 die. One survives.
So it's -1 hit.
Yeah.
Heavy stubber. 1 hit. No.
Okay.
The Lehman Russ will fire its battle cannon into the Wave Serpent.
All right.
And will fire its heavy stubber at the remaining ranger.
Okay.
So, at the ranger. So, no hits. And on the Wave Serpent,
Toughness 7.
gets 2d6 shots. 8. Hitting on 5. Wait. Yeah. Hitting 4s. Three AP tunes.
Okay. So it's got a 3+, so 5+. All 3 go through. Are they multi-damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So any damage from the Serpent Shield reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1.
So 3 damage.
3 damage, alright.
Down from 6?
No.
Oh, you got
It
a 1.
was 1, 2 damage, 2 ones.
Yeah.
And then that is it for my
You have
first
13,
turn.
So it's got 10 left. So now leadership. I think the bikes are fine, but maybe not. Let me look.
Yeah,
at
they
them
just
real
lost
quick.
one. I'm sure they're fine. Well, I guess maybe not. They're Eldar.
Leadership 7, so they're fine. And the Rangers are also 7. Six. I might as well re-roll it. I'll use command point. 3.
3 plus 4.
4, 7.
So he's
it's
fine. Nice. So you
Alright.
denied a first strike from Joe.
good. Yes.
And because Greg spent a command point,
And did you pull it already, Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a Glamvis and the Nexus. So on a 5-up, I steal it. I do.
So that's your one command point for the round.
All right.
Alright, not too much damage. Greg didn't lose, or Joe didn't get a victory point. And Greg is ready for the counterattack.
That's right. I moved my singular ranger who survived. He advanced and moved to capture this objective, depending on if Joe gets to move away from or not. The bikes moved over and got the other objective. We'll see next turn if he ends up being able to move them away or kill those units before they can score that objective anyways. Everything else moved up middle. I'm going to start my psychic power phase now. Everything is in the Wave Serpent except for the Farseer and Warlock, so I'll only have those 2 units casting psychic power. First of all, the Farseer is going to cast Doom onto the Goliath. It's a warp charge value of 7. I got a 7. Do you have anything within range to deny it?
Nope.
Okay. And now he will cast Smite. That goes off with an 8. So D3 onto the Goliath. 1. You get your feeling no pain.
6+ rugged construction. Takes it.
Okay. And now the Warlocks will add a -1 to the casting, cast Smite onto the Goliath. They got Snake Eyes. I am going to go ahead so I don't perils and use command point. And reroll one of those ones. And I got another one.
Oh no.
That's alright. So D3 from the perils. 3.
Oh my god.
So I believe that kills 1. So Brotherhood wounds too, so one will carry over. And then you have the core rule book to see what happens when a unit within.
No, the
Is
rule
it?
book's over there.
And isn't it a war?
Yeah, it's the same as.
It's over there.
But you're correct. They have 3 wounds.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
only
it's
going to be 1.
Yeah, I think it's if the unit dies, but if it's
Is
one
it?
dude
All right.
and he explodes, it's actually really bad.
We'll just check because I haven't had it happen.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced this glorious amount of luck before in a game. I've done some bad psychic power casting, but
If the Psyker is slain as a result of it, the power they attempt to manifest automatically fails, and each unit within 6 inches immediately suffers D3.
Yeah,
I think usually, I don't know with other stuff, I think it usually says...
Brotherhood of Psychers is
If
a different
it's
thing. Yeah.
If it's a group of Psychers, I think it usually specifies with them that you don't suffer it.
Unless they all die. Could be wrong.
Yeah, like with Zoanthropes, it's if the unit suffers it, if the last model is slain, then you do it.
Does it say it in there, Dan?
Oh wait, if this unit suffers perils of warp, it suffers D3 mortal wounds as described in the core rulebook. But units within 6 will only suffer damage if the perils causes the last model manifesting to be slain.
Okay.
So one dies, and you're yanking the sword boy out.
Yep. Which blade one will go? And I'm still at 4, so I can still cast 2 powers when it gets to that. All right. So now it is on to shooting. I will first fire the ranger squads, the back ones in the crater. PS3.
They're shooting at the Rot Grinder?
Yep. 3 hits. I think 6s to wound.
Strength
Toughness
4.
7.
Okay, so 5s with 6s do more wound, right? Is
Yep.
that the
Yeah.
deal? So 1 save.
4 up. Good.
Okay. And then the other squad. And nothing from them. Now the Wave Serpent. I'm not going to fire the Serpent Shield.
So 3
I
shuriken
think
cannons,
it's
right?
just 3 Shuriken Cannons. Do you know, Joe, is there anything else on them?
No. I think that's it. Unless you gave them weird upgrades.
No. So, alright. So, 6 and 3. So, 9 total.
Yeah, and then 6s to wound or AP 30.
Yep. Alright. And then I'm still on my original threshold, so BS 3 plus. And that's right, it's doomed, so I get 3 roll ones.
Oh yeah, that would help with the.
Well, at least
the
I remembered
snipers.
now. It's better than not remembering at all. One regular save.
A doom.
Was that doomed?
Oh no. Jesus, I forgot right after I said it. 1 at AP3 and 2 regulars.
4 ups. So if one of those 6 up takes 2.
So you suffered 3 so far?
Yeah.
How many does he have total?
7 more. So you got a total of 10.
And now the Warlock Conclave. First we'll fire their Singing Spears. Their BS 3 plus. All hit. Wounding on 2 pluses. Rerolling for Doom. So 4 saves, normal save, but it's D3 damage.
Did you reroll to wound?
I did.
4 up. Failed 2 on command point 1. Failed 2.
Okay. So 2d3. 5.
You're feeling no pains against him, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Joe. And then 8, 12.
Nope.
Wouldn't it be 16? You got 4 of them, right?
You're right, 16. I do math good.
Yeah, so 16 shuriken catapult shots. How many do you have left?
2.
Ooh, you actually might get it.
I got a farce here too, and he's
Yeah.
got his way. So 3 ups. Five ups.
With the reroll, you on in
And
terrible.
6s are -3, so. Two 6s, no 5s. So 4 at -3.
Is that it?
I still got the farce here to go. I got no 5s. All I had was.
Oh, okay.
Gonna spend 1 command point for Rig to blow.
All right.
It's gonna self-destruct. Oh no.
So, all units within 6 inches suffer D3.
All right. So I got the Warlock Conclave, then the Wave Serpent, and the Farseer.
So, Warlocks, 2. Farseer, 3.
Okay.
3 on the Wave Serpent.
Oh my god.
Okay. So the Wave Serpent has lost 6 of 13, so it has 7 left.
6s people die, right? From vehicle.
Yeah, I think so.
I think 1s.
I'll have to look it up.
And then Warlocks, he did 2, so 1 has 1 wound left. Oh my god. And then the Farseer has, I think, 5? 6. So he's got 3 left. But the key is he can now perils himself to death.
Well, you got...
Oh, you get a 5-up to save against mortal wounds from his ghost home.
Oh, okay. So Farseer gets to... Well, I don't think the Warlocks have that.
No.
So
It's just him.
3 5-ups on the Farseer. See if I get rid of any.
If it's a
of
mortal,
those.
if it's psychic test, you get to add.
So I got 1 6. So he took 2. So he's got 4 wounds left, which is actually important for.
Yeah.
Alright,
so
to be fair.
Yeah. So you did get first strike,
Yes.
and then you still have his
The
spear
Farseer.
to throw, and his catapult.
Yeah.
And he's hitting on 2s, right?
Yep. And they're no longer doomed because the vehicle was
Yep.
doomed. Okay. So Farseer is 2+, I believe.
Yep.
2+ hits. 2+ to wound. I rolled a 1. I've already command pointed, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I did for the psychic test. I didn't for shooting,
Oh.
correct?
That's right.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and use another one. Here you go, Joe. 3. So that does wound. So 1 wound from the spear, and then I still got to do the catapult.
Lose 1.
So they only have 1 wound?
Yeah.
Okay. And now the spear, 2 pluses, all hit.
You mean from the catapult?
Catapult, yeah.
Okay. It was like,
Jeez.
wait. Yeah.
I must be tired. And then 2 regular saves.
Lose 2 more.
Okay, and they advanced, so they cannot charge. So that is the end of the turn for me.
Okay, but you did get first strike, and Joe didn't, so that's not in terrible shape.
No.
They're good on leadership, or... So I'd lose 1 more.
Okay.
And then we have the objectives moving, which we might as well just do now, so Joe gets to pick.
Let's do the one by Greg.
So you
Joe
get it.
gets to move
So
it
move
3.
it away.
Away from you guys. I obviously can't go off the board.
And then I will pick the other one that I have. I got a 6. 1. So that'll... Or... I don't have to move it, do I?
No. I mean, yeah.
I might as well move it closer to...
Yeah, if it's going to be within the range of them.
Do you have to move it the full 3?
I think it's up to. Can you check? It's in the bottom left, I think.
Up to 3.
Yeah. So it'll go right there, so I'm still capping it, and it's slightly closer.
And
All right, Joe.
1 here. 3.
You got that one?
I'll leave it there.
All right, and then the last one. Let's just roll right here again. You got that one.
Leave it there.
All right.
So Joe gets to deny 1 victory point from Greg, most likely.
Mm-hmm. Well, I might wipe those off too, so...
Yeah.
Know.
We're from that, because you started at the beginning of your movement, so you won't be able to get back in. But Joe will get his too.
Brought in all of the Genestealer cult units that were hiding out underground. I had the unit of Acolyte hybrids come up here, and then I spent the 3 command points for a perfect ambush. So they got to move a D6. I got 1 of the command points back, so I just lost 2, and they moved up 5, so they're 4 inches away from the Warlocks. I had the Primus come up behind them to lend his aura to them, and he's going to mock the unit of Warlocks with his Meticulous Planner. Select 1 enemy unit. On the battlefield, reroll wound rolls of 1 for people within 6 inches. So it'll be Warlock Squad. And then I had the Kelemorph come up right behind them so that he can go after the Farseer with his pistols. The Genestealers and the Patriarch came in back there to try and go after that flank. The unit of Jackals moved up to get their demo charges in range of the Wave Serpent. The Jackal Alphas came up behind them so that they'd be in range of Aurora. And I've just moved up the Cult Lehman Russ, moved up the Neophytes behind it to take the objective. Other group of Neophytes moved to take the other objective. And then I moved all of my characters away from the base of the drill so that I can try having it execute its thing if I want, but I don't think I want to right now because my guys would get hit by it as well.
Well, you might want to use it and just shoot it off to the corner to start stacking the buff.
Yeah.
So you gain 2 command points at the beginning of your turn from these 2. Right? I don't know if we covered that.
Alright, 2 victory points.
2 victory. Yeah, that command points. 2 points.
Alright, so at the end of the movement phase, activate the drill. Does not go off.
But now you have a +1 for the next time you activate it, right?
Yeah, I think that's how it works. Alright. So with that done, move on to Psychic Powers. I don't think I said what my Patriarch had. He knows Smite, Mass Hypnosis, and Might from Beyond. Going to try and cast Might from Beyond from the Magus onto the group of Acolyte hybrids.
What does that do?
It is +1 strength and attack.
Pretty
So
good.
Warp Charge 7 goes off with the 7.
And then what one was that? The
Lead one there.
The lady.
I think Warlocks are within... Was it 18?
24.
24? Then yeah, there. So I'll try to stop it with the Warlocks.
If you do the Farsi, you get a reroll.
Alright, I'll do the Farseer. Well, I got a 4, so I will reroll a 10.
And then the Patriarch is going to try and cast Mass Hypnosis on the bikes
Alright.
in the corner.
What's your cult attribute? I forgot.
Goes off with the 7. It is +1 strength, +2 to advance rolls.
Yeah.
So that Farseer is going to try to stop it. Got an 8. What did you have?
7.
7.
So that's all the psychic powers. So going into shooting, I'm going to have the Jackal Alphas is going to mock the Wave Serpent. And then she is going to shoot at the Farseer on the bike.
Alright.
So she moved, so she's hitting him on 3s?
Yeah. Hits. Fails to wound.
Excellent.
The sniper in the Tonic Drill is going to fire at the Farseer.
So he's hitting on 1s, right?
Yes. Hitting on 2s. Hits. Just a regular wound. I will command point it. So that is a mortal wound.
On the Farseer?
Yeah.
And a regular
And
wound.
a -1 AP wound.
And then if you take a wound from it, you take a D3,
Okay.
right?
You suffer a peril.
Okay. So, 5 up on the invulnerable, or on the mortal wound, I mean. Make that. So I do not take the mortal wound. And then a -1, so I use my 4 up invulnerable save, and I got it with 5.
The Kelemorph will fire his 3 pistols at the Farseer. So 6 shots. Hitting on 2s. 3 1s. So he gets 3 more shots. 2 of those missed. Wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. -1 AP.
2 damage each.
Okay, so 4 ups. 2 go through, so I've got a command point 1. Nope, he's dead.
Alright, that's something. So he killed a model. So what does that
Slay
do?
the Warlord.
So hit rolls a 1 for infantry units within 6. So that's just a couple pistols from the Acolyte Hybrid Squad. Alright. So with that, I will go on to the unit of Jackals. They will fire. I will spend a command point for extra explosives, and 3 of them will throw demo charges at the Wave Serpent. So 3d6, 14.
That's pretty good.
Hitting on 3s because of the Alphys. And then wounding on 3s. 4 wounds. AP2.
Okay, so 5 ups. I'll go through. And what's the -1 on the damage from the Serpent Shield?
So demo charges are D3. 3, 6,
So those are the
8,
3s are 2.
11. So,
So 11 minus
7.
4, so 7. That's just enough to do it.
Does it explode?
Let's find out. No. So, there's 7 dudes inside.
Do they get removed to take mortal wounds?
I think they get removed.
They get
Yeah.
removed.
It's pretty
But I
scary.
get to choose.
Yeah. It's pretty scary though. With,
Oh, it's super scary because I'll probably lose 1 or more.
You can lose the entire unit. That's how Greg rolls.
It's happened. 1s. Nope. I'm good.
Nice.
No 1s or 6s. Alright.
Only remaining shooting will be Acolyte Hybrids. Will fire at the Wraith God. I think I've got 3 Hand Flamers. So 4 auto pistols. Reroll 1. 1 hit. 1 wound from that. Hand Flamers. 15. They're toughness 5, right?
I believe so. I'm going to look them up in a minute.
The bikes?
Yeah.
No, they're
I know
gonna
The Wraith.
the Wraith God.
I thought they were T6.
Let's find out.
I know they're super high tough.
Let me look them up there.
Who did you mark for your meticulous planning? It was the...
It was the bikes.
Okay.
Wraith Guard or T6.
Nice.
Wraith Blades.
So, 3 ones.
Any AP?
No.
3 ups. Good.
And then...
You also have your needle pistol from your Primus, right?
Alright. See the range
Thanks
on that.
to... Yeah, no.
I think it's range 12. 2 plus D3
Range
damage.
12.
D3 damage.
Yeah, no AP. So he will shoot at the Wraith God. Hits. Wounds.
Goes through.
The poison.
3.
Oh my god.
Alright, 1 dies.
Thanks, Danny.
So powerful.
Think all that I have left for shooting is the Lehman Russ. It will fire its main gun. And its heavy bolter into the Wraith God, I guess. Main gun. 10 shots. Moving on 3s. 4 ones. AP2.
Okay, 5 ups. Three go through.
D3. 1. 2.
This one's dead.
3.
2's dead.
Oh my god.
Heavy bolter. No hits. I'm glad you're running my Iyanden before me, Greg.
She's like, wait, this army's terrible.
And that's all the shooting, so assaults. The Acolyte hybrids will declare an assault on the Warlocks.
Okay. Spears. Nothing. And catapults. One at -3.
1 dies. Six inches.
Watch out for the characters.
And then Patriarch, since you can't overwatch him, will declare a charge on the bikes.
Okay.
Because of his relic. 10 inches. So he'll make it, and then Genestealers will try and go in on them as well. 6 inches.
No, so that'll be enough.
Do I command point the 2?
Probably.
8.
Have you been rolling to see if you get it back? You haven't gotten one back this turn.
I got one back at the beginning when I did that. Alright, so I'll move everyone in, and then we can... So piled in the Acolyte hybrids. They've consolidated in, left the leader out within 6 inches of the Primus for the reroll 1s and +1 to hit from him. So I'll do the 4 attacks from the heavy rock saws first. So hitting on 2s. I'll hit. Wounding on 2s. So that is 4 AP4.
They're not -1 to hit?
Nope.
Oh, nice.
I believe they have 4 up and vulnerable saves, but let me
Yeah,
double
they do.
check. Okay.
They don't have rune ghost helmet, but they have rune armor.
2 go through.
So that is 2 damage each.
So the one dies, and then the other one's got a 1 up left. So I'll just...
Then
I know technically I should do that because it's a big guy, but it's easier than... Going into the barrel of monkeys.
All of the Rending Claw attacks from the Acolyte hybrids. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Because of their Cult Creed. Reroll the 3 1s. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 AP 1, 4 AP higher than 1. I don't know if you just have involved.
Yeah, I have involved, so I just might as well just roll them all together because if 3 up saves, they have 4 up involved. So, yeah. So, are they different damage characteristics?
No.
Okay. So then, yeah, 8 4 up involved saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go through. How much damage are they?
Just 1.
Okay.
And then
Go quick.
Cultist Knives.
So 1 dies.
Crimson Jihad will rain fire on one major American city each week.
Bater Aziz.
Get another one, you moron.
I think I have one in the truck.
Sorry, the battery just died. We were picking up exactly where we left off.
So 6 regular saves.
All right.
From the Cultist Knives.
3 pluses. He's dead. That's it. Warlocks are done.
Oh no.
Then they will consolidate, but I'll do the Patriarch first.
Or where are they consolidating to fight?
Yes.
Where the D-side dudes can fall back and shoot.
Alright.
So
yeah, they would just sit there then.
Yeah, let's just stay.
6 attacks from the Patriarch, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Reroll, fail to wound. So 2 AP3 and 2 AP6.
So the AP3 I can't do anything about.
what about
about
the
the
AP6?
AP6?
Can you do anything
No.
about that?
So 2 AP6, 3 damage each.
So
Then they're dead.
AP6 is a little excessive.
But what if you had a 0 up save?
I mean, I think you could get that. Or, no. I mean, the high save is just a 1+, I think, from, Thousand Sun Terminators have 1+, but...
And then he would just consolidate towards them a bit.
Alright.
And that is it for my turn.
So that was a lot of damage to you, Greg.
Yep, and he denied me from getting any points this turn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, so now it's
not
1
looking
to
good.
1 to 2 points
But
for
we
Joe.
shall see what happens.
Yeah. Maybe the Wraith Blades can come and save the day.
It's dire times for the Craftworld Eldar. I moved my Farseer towards the Patriarch. I deep struck in my Wraith Blades over there. I moved everything else into position. I didn't want to move my snipers over by the Patriarch just so I could shoot him. I know the objective's there. I moved the other sniper onto the middle of the objective so it can't be fully moved off of him so that he can cap it. And I guess we'll see what happens. We're going to start off with the psychic phase. So first off, I believe might as well do protect onto the Wraith Guard from the Spirit Seer. So that's a warp charge value of 7. It does not go off. Now I will do Smite from the Bone Singer. And I don't remember if it's a Crummier Smite or not.
It is. I would do this smite first. I think he only does 1 wound if it goes off.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to do Guide onto the Rangers in the crater there, which is a value of 7. Goes off with a 9. And then I'm going to do Smite onto the Patriarch from the Farseer. Goes off with a 5. I will use my Ghost Helm and reroll the 1. to hopefully get a better result. That's 7.
Patriarch will try and deny it.
8. He does deny it. So now it'll be 1 harder for the Bone Singer to get his smite off. And he rolled a 5, so he does not get it off now. So I guess shooting. The guided rangers will fire first onto the Patriarch.
Is -1 to hit him
Okay.
from his warlord trait.
So, well, the -1, I had 1-3. Will that just be a miss then?
What does guide say? Is it reroll to hit or reroll fail to hit?
Reroll failed hit rolls for the unit's ranged weapons until the next cycle.
Yeah, so you can't reroll threes.
Okay, so just one more reroll then. Okay. I can reroll the 1 though, right?
Yeah. Just not threes.
Toughness.
5, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So 2 6s, so 3 saves and 2 mortal wounds to it.
Nice.
So that worked out really well,
Yeah, that's
actually.
pretty good.
It made up for the terrible, horrendous second fire phase.
Takes 4.
Fluff-wise, what happens to a Genestealer cult if you kill its patriarch?
I think command of it goes down to the Magus and the Primus.
Right.
In the old Codex, there was a short story about a Patriarch dying, like the Magus thinking a meteor shower's Tyranids arriving, and then like starting the insurrection too early.
And now the other squad of rangers will fire at him.
So did they just get like wiped out?
I think it's like they just planning the chaos because they had no definitive plan.
And then 1 more mortal wound and a regular save.
He's dead.
Oh my god.
I put all that killing power in over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can.
He's either down to 1 wound or you just kill.
All right. Well, at least I'm within range to go after the
Yeah.
Genestealers.
I mean, it's not like they can overwatch you.
All right then. Now the D scythes onto the guys over here. So, assault D3. So 2D3 on them. 3.
Oh.
So 3. And then let's see if the Spirit Seer has anything to shoot. Spirit Seer. Shuriken Pistol.
Oh yeah.
BS2 plus. He hits. And he wounds.
Lose 1.
Alright.
Oh wait, the Spirit Seer should have been put with the deep size. He gives reroll 1s to hit, and they automatically hit. I guess it helps in close combat, but
He is right next to him.
yeah. No, for close combat it will help, but shooting wise it doesn't help. So it probably help more against the.
Oh, I gotcha. But he can't. So they should have gone. I got it.
Yeah.
But then you get your other problem with them only having 8 inch range. So it is what it is. Bone Singer, I do not believe has anything shooting.
No, probably not.
I don't have
Maybe
his
a pistol
profile up, so that's fine. So now it's time for assaults. What do you think? Going to the gunslinger with the scythe, and then everybody else with the other 2 characters.
I
or
mean,
just
she's
go
got
everything in over here.
You have hand
He's
flamers
got
over here, right?
flamers, right?
Yeah, I think you got. There's 1 left in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not super scary. I don't know if your T needs to get to kill him though. You just have the rock saws. I mean, at that point, I would just charge this unit if you go
Alright,
into
I'll
it.
charge everything in. So I'll go with the Wraiths first into them.
1 flamer, 1 shot, nothing. 2 auto, 1 auto pistol. No.
Alright, so they're in 9 inches, and then the characters. First Spirit Seer, 4 inches, he makes it. Second Bone Singer, 7 inches, he makes it. The Wraith Blades on a Genestealer cult, or not Genestealer cult, but the Genestealers themselves. I got a 9 at. I don't think it does it, but.
Yeah, I think you're just out. You could have deployed.
You know what? I'm gonna command point to 3. Let's do it. Will 4 do it?
I mean, if you get a 10, you'll be fine.
Okay. Nope.
No,
they definitely can't.
Yeah, you could have deployed in a way to do it, but you didn't.
No, I did because I thought
you're
I was
gonna have to put so much to kill the Patriot.
That's right.
Turns out mortal wounds kill him.
Yeah, so you just got that combat to do. If the Rangers did that much damage every turn. Then,
Alright, since we're up on him, are you going to interrupt, Joe?
No.
Okay, then we'll just do Spirit Seer. 2 attacks, weapon skill 2+. 1 hit. Does he reroll ones? Is that his deal?
He does.
So, 2 hits. And then Witch Staff.
Strength 3.
Nothing. And now the Bone Singer. I'll have to actually.
It's really bad because he just has like a knife.
There he is. 1 attack. D3 damage. So weapon skill 3+. Missed. Awesome. So now the D6.
Did you roll a 1?
No.
Oh. 1 attack.
3 pluses. Both hit. 6 and a 4, so 2 wounds.
AP 1.
AP 1.
6 up. Lose 2.
Okay.
Punch him.
And that's it for me.
So, Lash Whip and Bone Sword on the Wraith God, and then a Rock Saw on the characters. So, 3 attacks from the Acolyte Hybrid Leader. Two hits. Moving on 5s, nothing. And then the Rock Saws on the characters. 2 attacks towards the Bone Singer. 1 hit. 1 wound. AP 4.
And that was on 2, I'm sorry.
On the Bone Singer.
So yeah, he doesn't have an invulnerable save, so
2 damage. And then on the Spirit Seer.
he's got 4 wounds.
Both hit. 2 wounds. AP 4.
Okay. Oh, so Spirit Seer I don't think has an invulnerable save either.
You might not. Oh, he has.
4.
4. Okay, so 2 4-ups. Takes 1.
So 2 damage.
All right.
And they're down to 3 man.
There's 4 of them.
That guy's from the squad from the Goliath.
Okay.
So they lost 6. So their leadership. They're all gone.
Nice. Alright.
Down. And then I don't have distance to consolidate.
Wait, no.
And I can't because he failed leadership.
Yep.
But I don't have the distance anyway, so it's not even worth thinking about.
Well, I mean, you could, if he had got there, you could have gotten.
Alright.
So
Joe has gotten 2 points for objectives and
Warlord.
Warlord. She's got 3 and I got 1 for
First strike.
First strike.
Yep. But I mean, we do roll for objectives now, so I think you could get that one away from Joe if you get it. This one you can't.
Yes. So Joe gets to pick first, correct?
Yep.
Well, let's just do this one.
Okay. Doesn't move. I'll pick that one over there.
So this one's important. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So you can move it.
So I'll move it 3 away.
So, 1 over there.
Oh, that was actually another really big
Yeah, I
one.
know.
And then this one kind of doesn't matter because Craig's directly on top of it.
4, 6.
She does get him.
So you can move it the 3 away. All right.
So then Joe will be getting 1 point at the beginning of his turn, and Greg is lined up to get 1 point at the beginning of his turn.
Moved my guys around.
Before I was saying that Joe wouldn't get this objective, but he had a guy standing on the center of it, so it couldn't get more than 3 inches away. So Joe did get this victory point.
And Greg had one more victory point that we were saying because he killed the Patriarch that was my warlord.
So Joe gained 2 victory
So-
points at the beginning of his turn.
Joe's now at 5 to my 2.
Yeah. So for my turn, I moved my neophytes back up to surround that objective. Lehman Ross moved over a little bit, so you can see the Lone Ranger over there. My characters moved out of the way, so if the drill gets the seismic quake one off, I can do a beeline through Greg's guys. The lone surviving Acolyte hybrid from the Goliath just moved over to charge one of the characters if they survive my shooting, and the Primus and Kalimorph have moved up to go after them. Squad of the Jackals have moved over to go after them. And my unit of 10 Genestealers moved and advanced forward to try and wipe out that squad of Rangers if I make the assault. So, at the end of my movement phase, gonna roll for the drill.
Wait.
Drill goes off. So, it's the seismic quake. So I'm gonna do a line through the drill that will go right down the line of Greg's 3 units here. Or actually, it might be able to be 4 units.
It's only 1 millimeter thick. I don't think you can hit them all.
No, it'd be close,
No.
but yeah, you can't. So just these.
So it goes off on a 4+ per.
Yeah.
So which one are you doing first?
Great God goes off. D3, 1. Last one.
Yeah.
Spirit Seer. Does not go off. Bone Singer. Does not go off.
It's just 1 mortal wound.
So 75 points. 1 mortal wound.
I mean,
But-
to be
but
fair,
now-
you didn't
now it
shoot it
goes
one
off
time. but-
easier.
Yeah, you didn't
Next
shoot it
time.
one time.
Alright. Not gonna bother with the psychic power from the Magus. So just going into shooting. The unit of Jackals will fire.
Oh, have the Kalimorph kill him. Have him kill both characters.
We'd have to divide up the shots.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna put 2 shots. He'll put one of his pistols towards the Bone Singer.
And the other one towards the other one.
Yeah, the 2 other ones on the Spirit Seer. Bone Singer. Both hit. So 3 hits. 1 on 3s. 1 wound. AP1.
All right.
4 up.
Takes 1. He's got 1 left.
2 damage.
Then he's dead.
On the Spirit Seer. 3 hits. Total of 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
2 go through.
2 damage.
He's dead.
That means spires everyone around.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have rolled for the Jackal or first, but not that matters. Jackal will knock them, I guess.
Wait, what would the Jackal change?
Yeah, it's nothing.
The +1 to hit wouldn't affect him.
So she'll mark them. Great God. Hits. Does not wound. And the sniper will shoot at them. Hits. Doesn't wound.
What? You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Rolled a 2.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you'd be wounding on 5s.
Primus will shoot his needle pistol at the Great God again.
It's really hard to spot it there.
Doesn't. Oh no, he does hit. No, he's not within 6 inches of here, so he does not hit. Lehman Russ will shoot at them. Heavy bolter going at the Lone Ranger. The Ranger. 1 hit. 1 AP1.
6 up. Nope. Dead. So you've denied me that point.
Battle came at the right guy. 3 shots. 3 hits. 2 wounds. AP2.
Saved 1.
2.
So 1 more dies.
So 1 left with 3 wounds in the center.
Yep.
Squad of Jackals will shoot at him.
You'll never kill him.
1 guy will throw his demo charge that hasn't yet. 2 shots.
He's too brave. That's why he's yellow.
2 hits. 2 wounds. AP2.
1 goes through.
2 damage.
Alright. He's got 1 wound left.
Flamer from the quad bike. 5 shots. No wounds.
You've got the single guy too.
Yeah. He doesn't have a gun.
Okay. Well, then never mind.
Shotguns from the bikes.
You're doing +1 to hit, right?
Reroll the ones.
Oh wait, no. From is it only infantry
Aye.
from the Kellamore? But you're doing +1 to hit from the Jackal Alpha,
Yeah.
right?
One.
Yeah.
Negative.
No.
Made it.
Okay. That's all my shooting.
But do these guys not have guns?
Oh yeah. The mining lasers are actually in range of them.
These guys haven't shot once.
Shots. 1 hit.
Stop throwing dice out of the box.
I'll reroll that. 1 wound. -3.
6 up. Nope. He's dead.
1 damage.
That's all you needed. Alright, so then you're gonna assault in over here. Are you gonna multi-assault?
Yeah.
Alright.
So.
So, snipers will overwatch. 1 hit. Nothing. Or, yeah, nothing. And then,
Wait, it went. Oh, was that a 4?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a.
What is 1 wound? Okay.
Good.
If it's not a 6, I don't care. And then the Farseer has pistol, I think. Nothing.
See if I get my command point back. I don't. So they'll charge in. Both of them. 6 inches.
Alright, that'll
That's
do
about-
it. Don't worry about moving them in. That's just... Well, how many would you have go over on the Farseer? 2? 1.
You're gonna lose like 2 or 3 in the middle.
A couple then.
So you have 7 to attack. So how do you want to divide up those 7?
4 of them towards the Rangers.
Alright.
So because they're 10-man, they get 4 attacks each. On the Rangers.
Probably Greg had killed one of them.
I needed a 6.
Moving on 3s. So 8 or 9 AP1, 1 AP3.
Okay. And then I don't get my +2, right?
Correct.
Okay, so here's the 8.
They're all 6.
6 ups. They're dead.
I know. I was already taking them.
I made 2 6s. Joe saw it.
On the Farseer.
I just needed 2 more.
That's it. Only 2 more.
He isn't involved.
1 AP4, 2 AP1.
4 up involved. Made 2. 1 goes through.
So you didn't kill him.
So he would attack back, but he doesn't have to. With the little amount of stuff I have on the field, and I can't catch up with victory points, I don't think it's worth it for me to finish it. I tried. It was a mixture of some bad rolling and good tactics by Joe. The new Genestealer calls were super cool, too. I think if I'd have had my Farseer survive in the middle, I would have had a shot to do a lot more damage in the middle. But instead you were able to pick off my Wraith Guard and stuff like that. And then I probably should have sent the Wraith Blades into the middle too, but I don't know how much that would have helped anyways either.
Yeah, after you lost the Wave Serpent,
Yeah.
pretty quick, it was rough. Yeah, I mean, if you'd been able to get them in position, like get the first attack,
Yeah.
I think stuff could have been different. Because I'm so like Joe's squad over here, and that squad, like they're not super scary.
Yeah.
No,
on
they're
their
just
own.
guardsman squads.
Yeah. I mean, these characters maybe, but only the one dude's like really good in close combat.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy doesn't do anything. Your dude in the back with the map doesn't do close combat stuff.
No.
But and also the objective moving wasn't like terribly balanced, but like it's
No.
not super interesting either. Any specific Genestealer cult thoughts? Changes from the index?
I'm glad they at least gave him the one stratagem for you to be able to almost guarantee a charge.
Getting
Right.
to move the D6
Yeah.
for 3.
It's 3 command points, but if you take the Nexus and you have the Glamvis, that you get on a 5+3 chances to get one of them back. Like, I think it's probably worth it. And even the one, I didn't use it, but 2 command points, be able to come in 3 inches away, you can't charge, but you can shoot.
Mhm.
So it's like that could be really useful. Like, if the Calamorph couldn't already shoot at characters, if he could pop in right behind someone and pick them off.